I'm a headbanger. I'm a headbanger.
Well, first off, it is an honor for New Japan to have me back in this tournament. Last year, winning the Super J Cup in Long Beach uh, catapulted me to the top of the junior heavyweight division. And, I've been sitting here stuck in Canada for the last 9 months waiting for my return. So, I can see New Japan's point of view that they are ecstatic and blessed to have me back. But personally, I think it's a little bit of a bunch of bullshit because every other single competitor in this tournament has been wrestling during this pandemic. They've been doing those GCW backyard shows. They've been doing those Impact shows. They've been doing ROH. They've been doing New Japan Strong this whole time. All those competitors are warm, and I'm the one coming to defend my Super J Cup championship, and I haven't wrestled in 9 months. And, I'm very well aware that this is a single elimination one-night tournament, and, I don't think it's very fair that I don't get any warm-up matches or practice matches or anything like that. I've been preparing, as any athlete does, by fine-tuning my diet, getting those workouts in. I've been doing 2-a-days. I've been going to classes, been doing yoga, hitting the weights. I'm very lucky that I live in beautiful British Columbia, and I've been taking walks, and I've been super kicking trees, which I tweeted about months ago, which I really don't think people expect much of, but you're going to see at Super J Cup that I now have the stiffest super kick in the business, and I'll be knocking people out left, right, and center. So you better watch out for that stiffest sizz in the biz, baby. That golden jacket doesn't really mean anything to me, just like Jushin Thunder Liger doesn't really mean anything to me. I mean, they want to talk about how prestigious this tournament is, but then they also talk about how much of a legend Jushin Thunder Liger is, and I don't really see that, to be fair. So, they want to award me dollar store trophies. I'm going to smash it right in the middle of the ring. All I can hope for that this year is that they maybe have allocated a little bit more budget for a nicer trophy this year when I obviously win again. But at the end of the day, the winner of a Super J Cup gets an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. And last year, I was very close to one-upping Will Ospreay. And this year, I intend to fix those wrongs. I have been keeping tabs on the Super Juniors. Obviously, I love seeing Robbie Eagles get his ass kicked. I love seeing the muscular Chihuahua. I don't know why Bone Daddy's calling himself that, but, I love seeing him show his dominance over everybody. But that does pose a good question. What happens with the Best of Super Junior winner, and what happens with the Super J Cup winner? I mean, that's too early to tell, but there's 2 nights at Wrestle Kingdom. Why don't there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. I'm very curious to see who wins this year's Best of Super Junior. But of course, whoever wins this year's Best of Super Junior is going to have an asterisk beside his name because it's not a full Best of Super Junior. You can't have a Best of Super Junior without me being there. I see it as a temporary Super Junior, and I kind of see this Super J Cup as a temporary Super J Cup. So I don't know, maybe you merge them, maybe you have a triple threat, maybe you have the champ defend both nights. There's lots of possibilities. So I'm excited to see who prevails at Budokan. That's a very interesting subject. obviously I'm thrilled for my tag team partner's success, but it is definitely come at a time that's a little questionable because I haven't been there, you know. Who knows what would have happened if COVID never hit and we had Best of Super Juniors and maybe I would have won Best of Super Juniors and taken that title from Hiromu and not Ishimori. So, he got that opportunity because I wasn't there, but he also got that opportunity because he's one of the best junior heavyweights of all time. And, I think at the end of the day, if it is the Headbanger versus the Bone Daddy at Wrestle Kingdom, I think that's a great win for Bullet Club. And that's what's important at the end of the day.
Headbanger.
It's pretty difficult watching everything unfold and not being there. I talk to the boys on WhatsApp, but when we're on the bus together and when we're backstage, that's kind of what bonded us. And I really feel that Bullet Club was getting back to its roots and we were all united. There was no clashes. There was no conflicts. Me and Ishimori are running the junior division. Jay was doing his thing in the heavyweights. We had GOD, and then now that you got Evil and Togo, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it all, I don't know what Evil's intentions are. I've never gotten along with Evil to really know what he's about, but Jay's a little iffy on it. I'm tighter with Jay than I am with Evil. So I mean, but then Evil won the double titles, and Jay hasn't. So that does pose. It poses a lot of questions, but I really hope that we can all figure it out once we're back together.
Headbanger.
Oh God, Will Ospreay. Where do you even start with that? You bring up a good point about how we both have had similar character changes where it's not really character changes. It's more that I was allowed to be myself in Bullet Club, where in England and in Rev Pro, I was kind of forced to play the good guy role to try and sell merch and sell tickets and get myself more noticed by connecting with the fans, which deep down is not who I am. I'm naturally a cocky, arrogant dickhead. That's who I am, and now Bullet Club has allowed me to showcase that. And I feel with Ospreay that's very kind of similar because I hate Will Ospreay, and he's shoot annoying. I say that with no winks or nudges. He's shoot one of the most annoying people that you've ever met, and it's tough because I really feel he's now just showcasing who he really is. He's not pandering to the people of trying to be the best aerial assassin or whatever he wanted to call himself before. He's really just leaning in to who he really is. I saw him, what did he throw that Rolex watch just to try and prove that he has lots of money, which literally is what all he does is prove to people that he has a lot of money because he's really good.
Headbanger.
I see why they did that. They take the reigning champ against the I guess the odds-on favorite to win the Super J Cup besides me of Leo Rush in the first round. That creates a lot of intrigue, and I'm personally intrigued to see what he's about. But as I said before, he's been wrestling this whole pandemic. This is my first match back in 8-9 months. That's not That's not good for me. That's not good for me for sure. But you know, I'm very I'm curious to see what he brings to the table. I've wrestled Ray Horus a few times. I've wrestled him in England. I've wrestled him in Canada. I've got him well scouted, so I am not concerned about him in the slightest. But Blake Christian, he does, he, I don't want to say I'm scared of Blake Christian, but from what I have seen of him, he's very unpredictable, which I like. And I think his whole thing is he's got a lot of heart, which I feel is an easy target to manipulate if he does somehow make it into the second round. But you know, he's got a lot of cool stuff, and you know, I'm very curious to see what he brings to the table if he can beat Ray Horus, who I know is no slouch in there. So, you know, if I had to pick, I would choose Ray Horus just because I know that's the easiest route into the finals because I have beaten him before. I mean, he's probably most definitely a psychopath. Um, but I have seen him grow his hair out, which I appreciate because I too have grown out the locks during this pandemic. Um, but I know Clark hits very hard, and that's something that I don't like is being hit hard. And Chris Bay, you know, I've seen him pop up on Twitter. I've seen the gifs, and you know, I think that could go either way. I mean, you know, young lions don't usually fare too well in tournaments, but the fact that Clark has just won that whatever tournament you just said, you know, maybe he's ready for excursion. Maybe this is his first step into breaking out of those black tights. Who knows? With TJP, you have years of experience. With ACH, you have years of experience, but you also have the size and athletic prowess that he has. Clark's also a beast, but he is relatively new at this, and same with Chris Bay. So the odds are you would go with TJP or ACH. But, you know, I haven't seen a lot of Chris Bay, but he sure has a big following on Twitter. And pretty much every thread that I get tagged in about the Super J Cup is people predicting Chris Bay in the finals, which is very interesting because I really don't know much about him. But, you know, I've wrestled TJP. I'm pretty sure I beat him every single time I've wrestled him. You know, I've never wrestled ACH. I've never wrestled Chris Bay, but I have wrestled Clark. So, yeah, that's a very it's a tough bracket to pick. It really could go any way. You know, this year at the Best of Super Juniors finals and the World Tag League finals, you know, I would personally love to see the juniors main event that. I would love to see the importance of that junior heavyweight title being brought back into the second highest belt in New Japan. You know, they have the Intercontinental and the Neverweight, but for the juniors, that's the top belt that you win. You're either a heavyweight or you're a junior heavyweight. And either as a junior heavyweight, we push that division back up as high as we can go, or, you know, we break those walls down and we start invading that heavyweight division. All I know is that when LP gets back in Japan, he's going for the top, whether it's the juniors or the heavies or the never or the junior tag or the heavy tag, doesn't matter. But I'm going straight to the top.